Periscope, Facebook, as well as YouTube and Twitch. And right now we have this co-broadcasted on Clubhouse live as well. We have a room on Clubhouse if you want to just listen in. If you're only there, you can follow Darcy Network on there. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Alan McNichols. He's a technical support and WordPress IDX broker. I am hesitant to use the word guru for anybody, but in this case, I'm going to go ahead and call Ellen a little guru here, tech support geek for IDX Broker and WordPress. And so we are here live today for the next hour and a half. That if anybody has, hello, Lady Boss from Ohio, welcome. Anybody that has any IDX Broker questions or even WordPress questions, you're welcome to join us here. We can bring you in if you have something that you want to show us. We can invite you on to as a co-broadcaster here on HAPS, that if you want to show us what issue you're having and let Alan troubleshoot it. Right now, let's see here, we have a tool on in our room on Clubhouse that we're going to see if Atul has any WordPress questions and gladly help see if we can help answer his questions. So let me unmute. I'm going to mute myself on Clubhouse and unmute to give Atul the floor.
Hey, Glenn, thank you for this wonderful, time for, resolving questions. So I have a question. I have a WordPress website, and it is, so it's on WordPress.com. And I wanted to, add pictures to it because I have lots of codes, more than, 100 codes written by me. So I want to put the image on one of the WordPress page, and after putting the the image, let us say 2 image or 3 image in one column, and then write the quote on that, and underneath I want to put icon if somebody wants to use it. Let us say Facebook icon or Twitter icon. If they like it, they can share the quote. But I'm not able to do that. I don't know what format or what template I can use because I'm looking all over and it's not available. If I go to brainyquotes.com, if you have seen that website, so that is a template I want to use for my quotes. Can you help me? Can you give me some advice, please? Thank you.
Yeah, so it sounds like because you're on WordPress.com, they do limit kind of what you can put on that platform. If you had just a regular WordPress installation on any kind of other hosting, you'd be in a better position. But with the Gutenberg editor, that you should have already built in on WordPress.com, you should be able to kind of define those columns where you want to put that content. There should be some plugins already available that you can install to kind of do the social sharing icons as well. It's really, I think, just a matter of kind of seeing where you're struggling in adding that content, and then going from there. Because it's going to be unique to each person's individual setup. But what we're looking at here is you need to see like within your editor how things are structured because it's going to vary from theme to theme, and also just kind of what plugins you have installed. So there was a way we could kind of dive deeper into your particular configuration. We could take a look into that and see what's going on there.
Beautiful, awesome. So let me, because I've gone through some. I think because plugin I was looking for something which I can make with Brainyquote. I got the image, I got the quote. But putting those icons, social icons, social platform icons, it has been more difficult challenge. That's why I didn't, go ahead with it. What do you think about it, please?
So again, I'm going to interrupt for just.
You should be able to.
I'm going to interrupt for just a second. We have Alan. We've got some feedback. Lady Boss gave us a heads up that we have echo. So what I think we'll do is we'll do the audio, since we have both of us on Clubhouse, we'll use that for the audio, have the mic open, and use that for the voice for on mine. So possibly mute your computer. Let's see here. We're just trying to, we're figuring out how to get the audio non-duplicated there.
But I mute on apps and we talk through Clubhouse.
Okay, there we go. Lady Boss, if you could let us know if this is better. And I'm going to try this 2 ways here. I'm going to just as I have it as is, as well as if you, hang on, let's see here. I've got screen in the way. Let's see here, comments. Only he was echoing. Okay, so now he's muted on the desktop. So Alan, if you'll keep talking for a moment, and I want to split test using the mic that I have now. And then, so Alan, keep talking, and then I'm going to unplug the one mic to see if the regular laptop audio is any better.
Alrighty.
Okay, so Alan, keep talking.
With the social icons, do you know if you have like a social sharing plugin installed, or are you just trying to put some link buttons below a post to have like the Twitter, Facebook, and things like that?
Beneath every quote, I'm trying to put social icons. So because only that image and that quote the person wants to share, not among at the bottom of the complete page, but on every image there's an image and there's a quote, and there is 3 icons, let us say Facebook, Twitter, or TikTok, or whatever. That's what my idea is. So it's if you go to brainyquotes.com, that template, want to put like that because I love their ways. So I like one quote, only one quote, that particular quote. So I shared it on my Twitter and on my Facebook, and the same thing I want my clients to do that, or people who are visiting my website, please. Thank you.
Okay. So that's Brainy Codes, like with a Y? I'm trying to find the website that you were talking about there so I can see what we're looking at.
Atul, you're still muted?
Yes, I muted. No, I muted myself because I was also trying to look there. So it's brainyquote.com. It's not quotes, but quote. BRAINYQUOTE.
Brainy Quote. Gotcha.
See, if you go to the first image, it says it is an image at the back, and there is written in big, and there are small icons which says Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Let's see what they got here.
And in the meantime,
like
Atul,
that they had custom developed for this site, but you should be able to put like some social sharing options like that below images, but you may have to have your theme kind of customized on WordPress.com to add that. So it would probably take some custom development to add that functionality to your site.
Mm-hmm.
So that would probably be the first place that you would need to go. Because like I said, this is going to vary based on your particular theme and how things are configured. And being on WordPress.com does present its own set of limitations.
It has limitations, right, on WordPress?
Yeah. Well, just on WordPress.com. I mean, if you had a regular WordPress installation,
.org,
you would be able to use a larger set of plugins and options that are out there. But being on WordPress.com, they control what plugins you can install and just how far you can customize things.
Wow. Okay, awesome. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to take my website to my original where I have my hosting, and hostpapa.com, and there I will try to set it up because I love making. I have some ideas. But thank you very much for letting me know that it's better to do it because they control and what can be used and what can't be used. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Atul. And Atul, if you're...
Hey, Alan, you sound distant. You don't both Darcy and this guy sound like they're really close, and you sound distant, just to let you know.
Interesting. Is that better?
Do you have a microphone, or are you talking with a headset?
I'm using my headset for Clubhouse, so we don't get feedback.
Okay.
Guys, also, since there is not many people, I also want to welcome you. I've been doing a lot of mental health issues. If ever you find any problem, where you're not able to resolve it, anything, because I have experience from simple anxiety to disintegration of a tumor. So this therapeutic process, information is very new. God forbid, if someone, feels that he has no solutions, you're always welcome to contact me, because I've seen so much in my life, just can't explain you. So you guys are welcome if anytime you need any help in anything where you see there are difficulty with the doctors or mental health therapists, because my work starts where everybody works finishes. Doctors' work finishes, my work starts there. So you're welcome. Just wanted to, because of your generosity, you have shared so much information for me, with me. I wanted to give you that as a request or as a suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Atul. I'm going to, and Irvine, thank you for the high five award. And I'm going to put Atul's website in the chat on HAPS here. And Atul, if you ever want to join us here as well on haps.tv, and that's HAPPS.tv. And you can use my invite code for an extra 100 coins. You can tip people coins.
Can you email me the information?
Yeah, I'm going to direct message it to you through Instagram here, because I believe you have that connected. Yeah, haps.tv is a broadcast studio similar to StreamYard, but it's free and it's quite wonderful. You are able to download the HAPS app on your computer, or you can use it by desktop, and you can use it on Android and iOS with the ability to simultaneously broadcast to multiple Facebook pages or Facebook groups, Twitter, Periscope for the next 20 days or so, as well as YouTube, Twitch, and if you have a RDMT, I'm not sure if pronouncing that right, you can connect it to Reddit as well. So it's a way of being able to simultaneously broadcast to multiple platforms, as well as invite up to 7 other broadcasters into the same stream. So you could actually have 8 panelists. You can also share pictures or share videos on it. And you can see all the consolidated comments from, if somebody's commenting on your Twitter or your Facebook or anything, or other HAPS users as well. And you see all the comments in one place. So it's a really nice omni-channel approach. And we're extra omni-channeling it by broadcasting Clubhouse over this as well. So I'm going to, give me just a moment, I'm going to share your website. We appreciate your work in the mental health space. It's with COVID, the pandemic and so forth, that suicide rate is up over 600%. So we definitely appreciate people that are working and facilitating in the mental health space and providing therapeutic processes as well for I love that you can disintegrate the tumor of a client with the therapeutic processes as well. So health and wellness, definitely something I'm personally passionate about. And thank you for that. So ATULMEHRA.com.
Thank you, Darcy. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I would like to mention as well, if you're not already following Paulo Moreno, his CEO Paulo Santo is his Instagram, but he's Paulo Moreno on Clubhouse. He's a massive following. He's the talent manager for the Paul brothers, who are the 2 of the biggest YouTube stars.
Paulo Santo, you said?
CEO Paulo Santo, I think is what his Instagram is. But on Clubhouse, it's Paulo Moreno, and it's in capitals, PAOLO, and then Moreno, MOREN. Wait, is it A or N? Oh,
Paulo Merino.
Yeah.
Paolo. I speak fluent Spanish. Is Brazilian or Spanish?
Let's see here. I'm not sure. I've met him through Clubhouse, but he's an incredible guy, incredibly intelligent, and he started the banana milk movement, which is he had made I was in one of his rooms and he had made a comment about just how he had made just an analogy that there's always new social media platforms coming out, and it's sort of like you go to you go to like Sprouts or Whole Foods or something. There's always some fad food. There was like soy milk was popular, and it's like, oh, well, there's too much estrogen in soy, so to have almond milk, and then almond milk is the thing, and cashew milk, and now banana milk is the thing. So Clubhouse is the banana milk in everybody's cart. And everybody loved that analogy. But the flow and dialogue of the room in Clubhouse that night, they were like, we should open rooms every night, because there was, rather than all the business, the sales and high ticket sales, our high pressure rooms of some of the rooms on Clubhouse, just actually the conversations about mental health and consciousness and conscious awareness. So there's a great collective. Out of the banana milk movement, there's now the gratitude room on Clubhouse at 6 p.m. Pacific daily, where people can join in and share their gratitude for the day and listen to others' gratitude, what they're grateful for. So that's that great conscious, that great shift in consciousness. So I definitely recommend following him and also checking out the gratitude room. They do now have a club. And they are it's the Gratitude Room on Instagram as well. So a lot of the people in that space, I did want to mention Paulo, though, that he does have a lot of rooms that he's helping to moderate as well on mental health. And recently they had Greg Louganis, the Olympian that was well known for the diver, Olympic diver. He I believe he's gay. And he's outwardly, he's well known for his diving, where he hit his head on the diving board. I don't remember. This is like the late 90s, I think. So he's well known for that event. But he was well known as being openly gay as well, and so he's had some rooms on mental health here on Clubhouse as well. So I definitely would check. Follow them as well.
Yeah, thank you, Darcy. One of the problems I got, because the information I have got is completely new, because I'm working with last 20 years unconscious mind. So when let us say somebody says anxiety is bad, but when we start working with anxiety from unconscious perspective, I always tell people one of the best thing can happen to you is anxiety, because you created it. And when you go to the seed of the problem, then you realize, oh my God, what for I created when I was in mother's womb, or I was in early childhood conditioning. So people, don't understand that. I know very, very famous people, and I know they are a little bit, they're a little bit reluctant to accept what I speak, because if they accept it, I mean, what they are teaching, that might be not that much valid. So, that kind of thing, I have seen people are very, very used to listen to same kind of things, same kind of trends, and they're not open to new information, which can completely change your life. So that thing I have found a little bit challenging when I'm going to these spaces and, talking a completely different perspective. They become a little bit hesitant to understand, or to, or they're not open. There's resistance. That has been my thing.
So thank you so much for sharing that. Reaching out here to our HAPS world, to anybody watching live here on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope. I'm not sure if Alan has it connected anywhere else as well, to the Reddit world or anything, but we do want to invite anybody that has any WordPress or IDX broker questions to come on into the stream here. Let us know what your questions are, and our resident geek, Alan McNichols, is our little WordPress guru that can help you move your questions and problems along. In the interim, Glenn, you've been quiet for a bit. You want to chat at all on anything about IDX Broker, or even just, it's my HAPS challenge day here. You want to talk about Matterport at all?
Oh, no. IDX Broker and WordPress, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that people don't even know. A lot of people, because they have WordPress, think they're all set up. And WordPress, out of the box, there's things that they need to do. You know, Alan and I were going over it yesterday, and Alan, you were talking about the core, the new stuff that you just have been researching, you know, with WordPress and what needs to be done, right?
Well, and not just in WordPress, like basically any website right now. If you are looking for the SEO indexing, Google's core web vitals are beginning to take effect. They announced it almost a year ago, so we're starting to see that impact take effect now.
Yeah, we'll talk about it because most people don't know what you're talking about.
And Alan, if you're able to increase your volume at all or anything, it is still sounding faint over Clubhouse, and I'm using the Clubhouse stream to give the audio for the HAPS.
Yeah, you don't sound close. You sound like you're away from the mic.
See if swapping ears does anything.
So it may be as well that if the, you know, is like you're making sure, like for mine, I've got the mouthpiece part, making them maybe move the mouthpiece part closer to your mouth.
Let's see.
For those that are listening on Clubhouse and not watching, it's fun watching DJ with he's got he's got black cords coming out one ear and white cords coming out the other ear.
Is that any better there?
Keep speaking.
How's that? Are we doing better now?
Yes, it's much better.
Okay, so it was positioning.
Yeah, so Ellen, if you'll please share with us the WordPress updates and announcements, and yeah, Lady Boss confirms that that's better. So Ellen, go for it. And again, anybody that wants to, Clubhouse that wants to join us on HAPS, you can even join us in stream. Atul, I'll text you this in just a moment. It's haps.tv. And if you want to use my invite link to get an extra 100 coins, it's haps.tv/invite/ so the @ symbol, so @Darcy Network. And remember the E for enthusiasm and Y for youthfulness. So haps.tv/invite/ @Darcy Network. And you can join us live in the broadcast studio. And even if you have your WordPress, you can share your screen. And Alan is now showing, I'm going to move me off a screen so that those that are watching can see his larger. Thank you.
So let's take a quick look at a website. What's a popular site that you go and check that you kind of like to see how it's indexing and what the performance is looking like?
Lady Boss, you've been watching us. Do you have a website that you'd like us to take a peek at?
There we go. So let's take a look at.
Here, I'm going to move me off screen here so that we can see Alan bigger.
Let's see. Any suggestions?
Well, just it, right? I mean, pick one. I mean, we went through a bunch of them yesterday.
Atul. Let's go to Atul's. It's Atul, so it's ATULMEHRA.com.
All right. So what we can see right off the bat here these are the new metrics that Google is using. And I'm going to turn this down, or I've got one ear giving me feedback. Okay. So
In the meantime, welcome.
this is
Hi,
what
Willie.
the LCP, or largest contentful paint, of the site is. And on the homepage, we hit 10.68 seconds. So this is outside the bare minimum metrics that they're trying to set. They want these sites to get their content paint in under 2.5 seconds in order to score well. Also, you've got the FID, or first input delay, and we still haven't gotten a response on that, and that's because we have this pop-up doing some render blocking. Also, there's the CLS, or cumulative layout shift, and this they want under 0.03, and we're seeing this at 0.149. So it's above those user experience indexes. Now, these are weighted scores based off of the performance of the site and a few other factors. And so what we can do is we're just going to grab this and go to another site to dig into this in more detail for web.dev, which uses these weighted metrics. And this is brought to us by the folks over there at Google. So I'm going to go ahead and run this audit. And while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my browser's inspect tool and turn on a few more features so we can take a look at this in more depth. So we're going to come over here, more tools, coverage, performance. And now my screen's going to look like a whole bunch of code for a minute, but bear with me.
And Alan, just so you're aware, I think you're seeing it, but when I scheduled this broadcast, this was my first pre-scheduled one. I didn't realize that you can select what, well, actually, I don't remember it giving me an option of choosing whether it was portrait or landscape mode, but this is broadcasting on HAPS in the portrait mode, so they're not seeing like the sides per se of, yeah, so if you look at your broadcast studio, you'll see what portion of the site they'll be seeing. Once we go live, we're not able to switch that, so I'll know for the future.
Getting there.
And in the meantime, Willie, thanks for the high five award as well.
Oh, too far. That's fun. All right. So this looks like a whole bunch of pretty colors here. But what we're looking at are these web vitals. And this is where we can see these first content paints and some layout shifting indicators. So looking at this, we can then zoom in on these specific areas, and we can see what's shifting. So when we first come on, that pop-up taking over the site for a second, and then giving us more detail as it loads in. That's what a lot of the impact is. But let's hop on over here and actually view this report, because this looks good. We're getting scores that are, 80 and above. So you would think, oh, there's not a whole lot of work that needs to be done here. But when we look at the actual report, we're going to see a little bit more, right? So our first 9 seconds of render blocking is coming from images not being served in next-gen formats. The images aren't properly sized. And this comes from having a large image that's then scaled to fit in an area using CSS or other properties, instead of an image specifically made to fit in that area. So if we've got an 800 by 600 a section that we want the video to show, or the picture to show in, but we're using a 4K image in that area, now we're seeing like this is a huge image being scaled down to fit in that area. And also the images aren't being optimized before they're uploaded. So now we've got like this image here could be smushed a little bit to remove some overhead and save almost 400K but that little bit adds up, especially when it goes to mobile devices. So all of these individual items impact that score that's Google Core Web Vitals is using as a metric for indexing. And let me bring up an article here. So this article here goes over it pretty well. So we remember a while back, we had what we, in the industry, we called your website wasn't mobile friendly. And when Google's bot went and crawled sites, it was actually trying to render your site using various mobile devices as part of its crawling feature. And if your site was determined that it wasn't mobile friendly, that was a signal for the algorithm to say your site doesn't meet our standards. So other content that was similar to yours is now going to rank a little bit higher because it is mobile friendly. But now we're saying with the Core Web Vitals, these user experience indexes are actually going to be above that mobile friendliness in terms of the search engine's algorithm for indexing good content. Because Google's whole stand on the thing is that they want sites not just to have content that matters, but that is usable for everyone to interact with. And if you're on a mobile device and that site takes longer than 3 to 5 seconds to load, that impacts that user's experience, and they're more likely to go and find a site that loads faster to interact with that content. So these Core Web Vitals is something that you really want to start digging into now. It's on, like right now, it's almost too late. Like we've had a year to really buckle down and know about this and work on our sites to get these performance issues addressed, because we're already seeing impact in search engine indexing for sites that are being hit hardest for not addressing these user experience indexes for these Core Web Vitals.
Yeah, but they say it's not too late because if people do it now, they're gonna. If they don't do it, so they need to do it now, and
Right.
then if they were affected now, they'll recover because they did the changes now. So it's one of those deals, and that's the thing. The work that we did on the Cabo site today, the site went for one of their main keywords went to number 2 on Google today. Yeah, so that was just in the past 24 hours from us playing around and not even putting in the game plan of what we plan to do, for the month of March. So, and that's the thing with WordPress. And also the other thing is, so Alan's the geek, I'm the idiot, but what I is WordPress. I have a system. So if you have a WordPress website, if you look at your posts, you'll see that the default setting for the category is uncategorized. That's ridiculous. So what you need to do is go into the post section, and then in post there's a category section. You go in there and you add your main keyword for what your website's about. Then you add the next 5. What are the keywords? And you put it in as categories, and you just put them in. And then in the settings section, I think it's under writing, you set the default category to be the main keyword of your site. And then you go in and under tags, you put in the keywords of what you want to have under tags. And so what that does is a little bit of thing, but it helps get your site ranking better when you do add content to the site. And then the next thing is you want to do, you want to develop social posting. And if you have a Google My Business page, you want to use a plugin called, what's it called? GMB Poster or something? What is it?
Yeah, it's a Google My Business Auto Poster.
Yeah, so you want to do that. And that way, your Google My Business, it looks good. And then the Jetpack has a thing where it'll auto post to your Facebook, your Instagram, and your Twitter, and then rather than posting on Facebook, you post on your WordPress website, and it goes to Facebook, and then you make a comment there. You by posting your stuff on WordPress, and it gets broadcasted out all over. When someone does search engine, research on you, they see all the stuff all over the place. And because of the like with Twitter, Twitter will give a special SEO effect because they see all this content being posted. And then all this is included in what's called social triggers, and that helps with organic SEO. So those are some of the tweaks that you should do with your WordPress site so that you get more, more traction. Because the more that you can be seen everywhere, the more the search engines give you credit, and then potential clients who are thinking about you, if they start researching and they see that you're here, you're there, and the content's fresh, and then they see likes and comments and shares, it just really helps. So.
And one of the things that we saw just yesterday while we were looking at stuff is one of the other settings in WordPress, when you first open the box on that thing and get your site started, a lot of people, they dive right into creating posts and pages, and they don't think about those kind of default things that you get when you first unpack it. And a huge deal. Oh, if you're not using the post name slug in your permalinks, what that means is now your website has like your website address, and then at the end, * some ID number. And that doesn't index well. You want to use the actual post name of that page or post that you're creating so that when it does get indexed, the title of the page and the URL match. And it's a simple little setting inside WordPress, but it gets overlooked more times than you think.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the site that we. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yeah. So
yeah.
So like I'm sorry. How do I say your name? Atul. Hello. Hey, Darcy.
Yes, this is Atul. Yeah, Atul. I'm a good tool.
So Atul, let's say you had a post about mental health awareness for guys that had heart attacks. Well, if that's the title of your page, but the URL is atool.com/p=147, that's not as SEO organic friendly as the actual title of your report. And that's what a lot of people don't check when they're doing their WordPress install. That's what we were talking about. So it helps to have the permalink changed on your website.
That's amazing what you just said. I completely agree with you. I think if I'm not mistaken, please confirm me. They say even when you put the images, you should write the name, your website name, etc. It also gives SEO as well as what you have just said about the article. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah, I would also say with the alternative descriptions and options that you have when you add images to WordPress, that you take that time to put in like a 1-sentence description of what the image is in the alt tag, and then within the description, you can expand on that with about a paragraph of more text. That way, when those images get indexed, and for people with disabilities, screen readers will read that alternative text and they can say, oh, it's a picture of a guy standing in the desert, because that's what you put in to describe what that picture is showing, because they're not going to be able to see it if they're just interacting as someone with a disability, say they're partially blind and can't really make out details. Being able to have their computer tell them, hey, this is what this picture actually has on it, is not only good for SEO, but it's good for them from a disability standpoint, that they can accessibly work with your website content.
Beautiful. Awesome. That's amazing. So grateful. Thank you.
Yeah. So what else? What else can we talk about?
I wanted to ask you about, I'm planning to buy a property in Orlando. I'm in Canada. Let us say there's an apartment, two or three rooms apartment. Idea is my wife's aunt can stay there. I can do a little Airbnb, and whenever I want, I can drive it's 19-hour drive from Toronto to Orlando. So how, can I get a loan in USA as a Canadian, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It really, well, it depends. You have to have, I don't know what the down payment requirement is, but I have lenders that I can refer you to that they can tell you more. And you should get your advice from a lender, because real estate agents really don't know fully unless that's what they specialize in. So I know a lot of real estate agents throughout the country that deal with Canadian and out of country buyers, but I'd have to ask. And so what I'll do is I'll find out tomorrow, and then I'll DM you who to talk to and what the deal is.
Awesome. That's amazing. And how are the property prices going in Orlando? I think your interest rates has also gone down, and the property prices have gone up since then. Is that right, Glenn?
Oh yeah, for sure. The price is really dependent on location and what the type of property that you want, and the location in Orlando. Where near the Disney area is probably higher priced versus outside, out of the area. So it just really depends. I'd go to Zillow and look at the map and see, the area and try and figure out what you like.
Sure, Glenn. I'm looking for something under 100K. Don't want very big, and don't want. Unfortunately, the idea is to go there and maybe do some Airbnb, and pay the mortgage out itself by renting it out to other people. And also, I have heard that maybe beaches, the houses or the apartment near beaches, now they are sold less than their original price because sea levels are rising. Is that true? I heard it somewhere.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. But 100K, I don't know. Like that's why I say go to Zillow and look it up and put in your requirements, and then they'll show you on the map what you can do, and then you can go from there.
Beautiful. That is awesome. Perfect. So thank you very much, guys. It was great, being all this time, and thank you for this wonderful information you have given. And I wait for Glenn for the information. And Darcy, of course, I signed up there, but there is something wrong with the code. I will see what can I do. My phone is on very low battery. Okay. I have to go and check my daughter's now. And I really wanted to thank you for all the information. And I wish you a very, very good evening and enjoy.
Thank you, Atul. I have a comment from our HAPS user here. Lady Boss recommends looking in Kissimmee, Florida, close to Orlando and cheaper. And I do have a very good friend who is she works with Sotheby's. So she is licensed in Florida. She's a real estate agent that I'm happy to connect you with as well.
Beautiful. That will be awesome.
I'll connect the two of you on Instagram.
Sure. Thank you. And I generally always travel to Las Vegas for international, seminars, because I'm a keynote speaker in a lot of psychiatry, etc. So maybe if I go there, you can teach me how to win some money from casino also.
I have other friends that may be better at that. I don't actually gamble. I enjoy it. I enjoy the sunshine, and actually we have clouds today. That's kind of rare. It's still sunny even with the clouds, but the lack of rain is I'm from upstate New York originally, land of rain and snow. So I love it here in Vegas. Definitely we'll stay in touch. And Atul, again, thank you for the work that you do in the mental health space. And I'm very involved as well with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I know that April is a key month for them. A lot of walks that they'll be doing virtually this year. But I definitely recommend opening rooms on Clubhouse, and I sent you my link for haps.tv. It's an excellent way to be able to broadcast multi-channel and you can invite other broadcasters in, just like right now online. We have Mr. Alan McNichols joining us for technical support on IDX Broker and WordPress support. And Atul, thank you. I know your battery's running low, and I'll be messaging more through Instagram. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Darcy, Gillian, and Alan. Have a nice day. Bye.
You too. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
So I've pinged in some people for real estate. Let me see if I'm going to type in, for those that are on Clubhouse, the little plus sign pinging people in, and those listening on Haps don't know what Clubhouse is. It's a voice only app that we have running in the here as well. That you can, the term ping means to invite. You can invite people into a room, and a lot of people don't realize that you can use that to search by keyword and even emoji, like a soccer ball. You could search for people that have a soccer ball that, in lieu of typing out the word soccer, they may have an emoji in their bio. So right now I just wrote in WordPress to see, and I'm going to ping in a few people to see if anyone has questions. But a lot of people there's so many more people that have joined Clubhouse that now, with so many notifications from so many people, a lot of people have notifications off. And Alan has dropped off a video to focus on me there for a second. And Lady Boss, again, you're welcome to, I'm going to go ahead and invite you in. Invite you into the Haps broadcast here if you'd like to join us for a few minutes and let us know what you do. If you have any questions, you're welcome to join us here. I think I invited. Let me try it one more time. There we go. Oh, she's driving right now. All right. We're happy to keep you. We appreciate your inputs when you're able to. And if
and we're a lot, and Darcy, that's the thing. You bring a lot to the table by getting this all set up and showing it out, so that as we progress, what I'll do is I'll do a blast to a few 100,000 real estate agents next time, and then whoever, because I've got like 12 invites, so whoever needs them, then we'll do it, and we'll get it to where, like I should say, like the next one we'll have it a little farther along, and we should have more people. And then we'll get the title of the page right, and we'll get the invites. I also have a chat bot that is going to register people to be notified of certain topics. So they'll be able to pick. Yeah, I want to know when the Darcy Network is doing something about WordPress or just IDX Broker or peacefulness or whatever. And so that way they get text message, hey, in 20 minutes, here's the link for this room. And then that way, between all the ads that I'm going to run to the real estate agents, the chatbot and the text messaging, between all these things, putting together a Clubhouse marketing thing, because for me, I'm super busy. So if someone can stop me and say, hey man, that meeting that you want to go to is happening, then I'm better. Just looking at my phone with all these messages of this room and this room and this room, it's not good for me. I need something that texts me over the Clubhouse notification. So we'll work on that. So I figured like the next week or two, we should have it pretty much dialed in and get where we can do it. And then with IDX Broker, I'm going to start doing some things so that we get more IDX Broker people. and get it, get it dialed in. So WordPress, and then IDX Broker, and then whatever else, So, and that's the other thing I was thinking about, Darcy, is that, like if in the next 30 days, if we can get this dialed in, then you should market this, because there's a ton of people there's even more people now that are joining Clubhouse that they want to know the rules. They want to know how to get the room, how to do a room, and also how to make money. I hear everyone talking, yuck. It's like it's okay. Like Abraxas Higgins is a guy I follow a lot, and I check in, and I'm in his room in the mornings, and he was like, "Hey man, we're not here to sell anything. We just want to, send out the good vibes." And I go, "Yeah, that's good." But and I like that. But you have the ability to show people, okay, here's step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now your profile's done. Your Instagram and Twitter are done. You know what's going on. You got everything set up. Okay, now let's go to hosting a room. And I think that you could, help people. You could charge for, a service where, you could train them on how to be a Clubhouse influencer. And because that's worth it. I have a lady, a real estate client, that she wants to do webinars about home buying and home selling and divorce and stuff like that. And I thought, man, that'd be great to have on Clubhouse, to where she has it dialed in right. And then this thing with Hack TV, where I see you both, and Alan's looking pretty dapper. And so it's a thing where we develop it, and then we can take it. Now, does this have? Is there any kind of like graphic thing that you can put while people are watching it on Facebook?
Yeah. So here I'm going to do there we go. I just popped in a new to house. No problema.
Okay, I can't. I'm just seeing you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, now I see the smiles. Okay, I see Alan's smile. So it's a little.
And now, do you see? And it might just take a couple moments for pushing it through, but now.
It's a no problema.
There it is. Yeah. Okay. See it now. So that's the thing, is that so we can work. So with IDX Broker, we can work on having the like, while you guys are talking, is have a screen pop up like 4 things that you can do, and then you talk a little more, and then another pop-up pops up. WordPress, do these 3 things, and then talk a little more, and you know what I mean. Break it up with this kind of graphic, graphic, like I mean, you guys are cute, but if you had some information here as well, it just gives them a really good, entertaining presentation, other than just watching you guys talk. So, and that's the thing that we can work on, for WordPress, for IDX Broker, and we have a thing with IDX Broker that Nick Leach, who is with IDX Broker, he gave to us, and then Alan and I have perfected it, and we can have a thing on that and break up the visuals into pieces and talk about it as we go. So maybe that's what we'll do next time, and I'll get the client. I'll get more IDX Broker clients, get 20 or 30 people in the room, and then you guys work on. You talk about it, and then you have a little screen pop up, and then talk about it, screen pop up, and stuff like that. Get that perfected. We record it, and then you, as the Darcy Network, can say, "Listen, look what I just did with an IDX Broker. It's a technical a room, but we turned it into something digestible. We gave stuff to the client, and we some of these people reached out to Alan and got some. That's the thing that and if we can get that dialed in, so we can show, hey, this is what I do with the Darcy Network, and then you could sell that to people, to not only get them dialed in, but then also have you established as a Clubhouse influencing marketer. You know what I mean?
That sounds great. I wanted to, Glenn, this is Darcy. I wanted to point out that Lady Boss is listening as well, and she says that she's listening to what you're saying, and she says more like a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, sure. Well,
she had said that at one point. I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking. When you were talking about bringing in the sample images and.
Yeah, we have a PowerPoint, and that's what I'm saying. Is we would cut it up and then display it in here, like so that you guys are talking, and then one screen of the PowerPoint would pop up, and then Alan would talk about those things, and then the next screen and I'm reading something called the 7 slides to whatever it's. I don't have it here, but it's a thing where it should be 7 slides or less of your PowerPoint to get the point across. And so what we'll do is we'll do that. We'll do like the meeting will include 7 slides. And then you guys, are you guys able to see yourselves here on this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So then the slide 1 pops up, and then whoever, like Alan or whoever your guest is, or whatever the topic is, will talk about it, and then you know what I mean, and go through that. So she brought up a good point, and that's how we're going to do it, is because we already have an IDX broker PowerPoint that we would break up, so that's good.
One thing I do like with Clubhouse is that I can search for people based on an interest, whereas I'm on Haps, and I'd like to invite some more people in, but I would like to do it related topic. But I have to know their username offhand, and as opposed to what their interests are. And if I were to open a second window to search who I'm subscribed to and it'll. As I mentioned, HAPS does use a lot of resources, CPU resources of the computer, and I know that it'll crash my stream. Hi, Tigerell, Christine Benjamin. Welcome from Tigard. I was just looking to see if we just want to be able to bring more people into I am still participating in the HAPS challenge, so I would like to get to 250 views in this. So if you're able to join us today, maybe we'll be able to get a few more people into the stream today. I do have church at 3 p.m., so hopefully I'll get to 250 before 3.
Is that Tigard, Oregon?
Let's see. She hasn't responded yet.
Okay. Well, we've got a little bit of a delay, so.
And Alan, you've been on HAPS as well. If there's anybody that you're following, that maybe any subscribers that you have, if you want to invite anybody, I believe you'll have the same controls to be able to invite to the broadcast.
I just got started with HAPS. I've been doing my own YouTube gaming channel for a while.
Let's say, sure. Tiger Owl Christine asked, anyone else having trouble claiming their coins today? You know what? I feel like I did click on it and didn't see it load. So maybe they're doing some updates today.
Yeah, I think we also had some issues when we first started on HAPS with it not connecting. So I wonder if they're just having some heavy server usage or something right now.
Yeah, Peter, the community manager for the Hudeth community for HAPS, and Pablo De La Hoya, one of the community managers. I met them. Well, I met Pablo when a friend of mine had a room on Clubhouse, and I'd heard of people hopping over to HAPS from Periscope, but I don't know. There are so many apps that came out at the end of last year, like Parler and all these. I don't know. There were just so many things coming out. I'm like, not another app, but I absolutely love Clubhouse. The ability to connect with people has been phenomenal. And now to cross channel over to with HAPS that a lot of my Periscope friends are using. But a lot of them are international here. Let's see. Let me see if Joanne Pham's around. Right, go Race Girl. I'm going to invite some more people, see if anybody's got some WordPress. Let's see here. Who else? Yeah, with Brock. It feels funny to just invite people randomly that I don't know. And then, okay, Chocolate Johnny, see if he's around. Chocolate. I heard an oh boy. What's the oh boy?
Blinked out there for a second. Yeah, they got me having some issues because it says my internet connection is good, green, but yeah.
Georgina. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, one thing that so here, let me see if Pablo's around.
And it's okay. Like right now, we've learned enough, so like the next time we have to, I'm going to work on the marketing. And then Alan and I will work on the 7 slides, and then work on how we're going to go after the IDX broker client, how we're going to go after the real estate. I have an audience on Facebook of 250,000 people, real estate agents in the U.S. So I'll tailor an ad and then get it, send them to a landing page that will go through what we're going to cover and have them register and get on the notice to be text messaged when the room is going to be live, and then we'll just figure it out together and figure, okay, this is what's up. You guys have just done what the HAPS TV, whatever, and so you get that down, and so we'll put it together, so that, and then once we get it to where it's super sweet, then I'll get this client who is ready to go for Clubhouse, and then we get the same thing, 7 slides that talk about the she wants to do new home buying, and her market, she has a lot of like empty nesters, like high-end homes they've never sold before. So we'll have something like that in the same, like first-time buyer, first-time seller webinar, and then it will get the 7 slides, and then we'll put that together, and then figure by the end of April, we could have, IDX broker example and real estate example, and then you could market that, say, hey, listen, here's stuff that I've done. I can do this for you, and you can, because I see so many people on Clubhouse, but it's no one's telling me that they're making money. They've gotten some leads, but there's no one that's doing what you're doing. That's saying, hey, here's what's up, and I can do this and that, and that would be good. But good for us too if we can get it dialed in, because I just see that Clubhouse is a good introduction to our clients to people that would be interested. And so And I can target through the ads that we do the geo targeting. I can target to potential. I can target to homeowners that have been in their house 5 years, that own the home, that are there. I can target, like, first time selling, webinar on Clubhouse, blah blah blah, and then have them go into the bot. The bot answers some questions. Registers them SMS when it happens, and now we've got a database of people that we could that real estate agent can reach out to. So okay,
hang on just a second. I'm glad. I'm just wondering that Tiger All Christine would love for you to join us in the broadcast if you can. Because this is Alan is new to using HAPS, and I want to show a little bit bringing some more people in. This is my first time broadcasting on Sunday afternoon at this time. That's part of the thing too. Is like, okay, what times are people around, and didn't know how much the title would draw people in or not. But wanted to be able to limited number of characters. You can't say all of what you plan on doing. Let's see here. I'm just trying to, again, if there's anybody that are regular HAPS users, if there's any way you can think of that I can see. Okay, hopefully here, I'm going to minimize the screen. I do have the app on my phone too. So Glenn and Alan, keep an eye on Clubhouse because I'm not looking at it at the second. I'm looking at another app to see if I can see who I'm subscribed to, because I don't want to change anything on my computer. So I don't. Okay, hang on real quick. Just to answer Tigerls, it seems like I just claimed my broadcast bonus coins, but my 2 days in a row, I click on it and it's not doing anything.
I'm suspecting they're having some issues on App's end.
Rev, let me see. Okay, where do I find my subscribers?
There you go again.
Popping in and out a little.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm sending invites. I don't know whether there's a max number of people that I can try to reach out to at a time. Let's see here. Charles. The different people that have. Okay. Yeah, Tiger All. Yeah, you're not alone. Yeah, it's beta. They are consistently working on improving it. Both Clubhouse and HAPS can relate on that. Oh, Chris. Okay. I don't know. Maybe everybody's at church or brunch and afternoon naps today. Carrie Carpenter. Bannerman. Okay, Chris. And Tiger Girl Christine, I'm inviting you again here. I've never joined somebody else's broadcast, I have from desktop. I requested to join it, I think. Don't know yet. So, Christine, are you on the app or are you on? So, are you on a phone or are you on desktop? Yeah. You're on your iPhone. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if I can. Um, I'm not sure. Let me try inviting you again. Here, what I'll do, I'll try uninviting and re-inviting you to see if maybe there's a new pop-up or anything. Let's see. Figure out. Okay, so I just tried inviting you again. I don't want to mess too much with the app. I'm looking at it on my phone as well. I don't want to mess with it too much though, so I don't accidentally end this broadcast or something. Oh, Bannerman's live right now. Troy Sports for the Blind is live right now, so won't get either down. Let's see here. Who else today? Pablo. Let's try Jim in Cleveland. Any luck, Christine? If Grateful Chicks around. I've already invited Peter. So Christine, I've already invited Pablo and Peter. I didn't hear from either of them. They haven't popped in yet. Let's see here. Who else? Let's see if I type in Haps, see if it comes up. Let's see here. Haps. I'm just inviting away over here. I don't know if Alan's able to see the list of people that I've invited. It keeps growing.
Yeah, I took a look just a second ago, and I see them invited, but I don't see them.
Yeah, again, people don't know what everybody else is up to at the moment. Let's see that. Swift Beats, like that. Okay. Adonica, or just scrolling through of what other people have posted within the last couple days. So maybe we'll meet some new people. Tiger, I'll love having you watching. I don't know whether maybe it's a reboot thing. Sometimes I know with Clubhouse recently did a bunch of updates, so I had to uninstall and reinstall. the interim, Alan, if you want to share any other talk about any other WordPress changes, or maybe anything about Gutenberg that a lot of I know some users here that were kind of, hate to say anti-Gutenberg, but reluctant to Gutenberg, that are now embracing Gutenberg. Oh, let's hear. Hi, Richie from Guadalajara. You're welcome to join us in this. Come on in, join us in our broadcast. This is Alan's first time broadcasting with HAPS, and I'm participating in the HAPS challenge, so I'd love you to come on in and say who you are, and if you have any WordPress questions, we're more than happy to help answer those as well.
Yeah, with the changes that WordPress is making in Gutenberg, page builders seem to be kind of taking a different approach. They're trying to add features that you can't do in Gutenberg to help lower the amount of JavaScript that's on the page. But because the reason behind that is that Gutenberg is all driven by JavaScript. So there's a lot of interactions on the page that could become render blocking and impact those performance metrics that I mentioned before. So some page builders actually are more dynamic in that they can hide certain elements or not load certain aspects of those builders. Looks like we got some.
Hang on just a second. We have a couple more people here. So Richie and Daniel, and let's see here. If you guys are able to, and Lady Boss, if you guys have any ideas for, I've invited Tigerall Christine. She's watching on HAPS right now on her phone, and I've invited her to join the broadcast, but she's not seeing the invite. So if any of you happen to know, would love for you to, I've invited each of you to join us in the broadcast if you're able to help share, or if you're unable, if you're like Lady Boss, if you're driving right now and can't join, but have a way of letting us know how in the HAPS phone user can join our current broadcast. Would love your support. I had pinged Peter and Pablo from community managers, and they may be unavailable. Hello, Swift Beats. Come on in. Come join our broadcast. Help us out with the HAPS challenge, and if you have any WordPress questions. Oh, hi Daniel. The invite comes by email. Yeah, so Tigerella, regarding the claimed coins, I think that they believe they need to exit the broadcast, then hit the broadcast button. Okay, so Tigerella, Lady Boss says that to join the HAPS broadcast, she believes you need to exit the broadcast, then hit the broadcast button, and the invitation is there to join. Oh, wait, you're coming in. Here. Welcome, Christine. And let me click back over to my Clubhouse app here. Welcome, Zodiac Gypsy. So we've got two people joining us at the same time here. We have. Oh wait, I'm getting the feedback. From Christine's. And Zodiac. So Zodiac Gypsy just joined us on Clubhouse, and we're simultaneously broadcasting on haps.tv, which is transmitting to Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously. And with me today, we have Mr. Alan Nichols, who is a tech support guru for all things WordPress, and IDX Broker. IDX Broker is a platform that real estate agents use. And if anybody has any technical questions on WordPress or IDX Broker, Alan is here to help answer. I want to say hello and thank you to Daniel and Lady Boss. Thanks for helping us get Christine into the HAPS broadcast. Christine, if you'd like to say hello real quick to who you are, where you at.
Hi, everybody. The correct pronunciation of the city you were trying to pronounce it earlier, Darcy, is Tigard. That is a city that is one of the greater Portland cities.
I recognize the name there.
In Oregon. Huh?
I thought I recognized the name there.
Yeah.
I'm just outside of Eugene myself.
Okay. And yeah, I will be doing some live broadcasts with my cats. I did one where I was taking my cats out for a walk with a stroller, and I was absent-minded that day and forgot my batteries. So I was only able to do a short broadcast because I went down fast in battery power. Anytime you guys are outdoors and away from power source, attempt to not make the new person mistake that I made. Even though I've done broadcasts on Periscope before, I know better than to forget my batteries. Things that happen when you go out the door in a hurry. Any other questions you guys can think of? I know I haven't answered.
Well, we have a question for you. Do you have any WordPress questions?
WordPress.
Yeah, if you have any WordPress questions, Alan might be able to help answer that for you.
I don't think I've dealt with WordPress. I have a Mac Mini that I seriously need to upgrade because I cannot update the operating system on it anymore. It's become a relic, basically.
I'm going to pause you just a second while you think if you have any. Wanted Zodiac Gypsy, because we are broadcasting live on Clubhouse as well. And Zodiac, do you have any WordPress questions?
Everyone, thank you for having me. I don't have any specific questions about it, but I have been thinking about exploring it. One of my girlfriends was teaching a class on it, but I couldn't make it. So I don't know, Alan, if you have anything for beginners that are interested in exploring it, please share.
So what's actually pretty impressive is there are a lot of websites out there that are running WordPress that you wouldn't even think about. A good example is monster.com. So if you go to hiring.monster.com, that entire platform is running on WordPress. A lot of Microsoft blog sites are running on WordPress as well. So it makes up a little over 40% of the web as a whole in terms of a website platform to kind of, it's a content management system. So you can organize your pages and posts in a way that's easy to manage yourself and kind of make it a little bit easier from a template standpoint to kind of put a whole website together in a way that it's not requiring a whole lot of actual code writing. You just put in content. And if you're needing a coder or a web developer, a lot of PHP or JavaScript developers can work in WordPress and take it to even further heights.
That was so helpful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you. I want to invite up Carrie just joined us in Clubhouse. Carrie, if you have any WordPress questions or IDX broker questions, we're on hand. We are simultaneously broadcasting to HAPS to multiple platforms. And Lady Boss on HAPS has a question. What's the best platform for a newbie to start a blog or a vlog? I would like to integrate video clips into it.
Oh, sure. WordPress would be a great place to start. And I'm not trying to be biased there, but from a new person perspective, walking into a platform that has, one, a large community behind it. So if you have any issues, you can always go to a support forum and find somebody out there who knows what they're talking about, like me, who can kind of help guide you in forming that content, picking the best theme. In terms of a vlog, YouTube is great for that. So you can put your vlogs up onto YouTube and embed them in your WordPress site in a blog post or as a featured video on your homepage, whatever. and they can actually play right there on your website. You can share those out to other social media outlets like Facebook and Instagram as well.
Thank you. Go ahead, Zodiac.
To my understanding, is there not a fee, like a monthly or yearly fee, as like the other domain hosts have? Because I was told that, but I don't know how true that is. Because, like I said, I never really investigated into it.
Yeah, so earlier we spoke with another person, Atul, and basically he's on WordPress.com, and they do offer sort of a free entry-level blog platform, but you don't get to have a custom domain with that, and there's some restrictions to it. If you go to, if you end up going to other platforms of your own, like your own hosting provider, like SiteGround, WP Engine, Flywheel, there are a number out there, then you get a little bit more functionality. You can have your own custom domain and better speed.
Alan, let's see here. SwiftBeats is commenting again that your mic is very distant.
It's this thing again?
Yeah, so holding it, maybe. That term, eat the mic. SwiftBeats, is that better for you? Alan, keep talking.
All right. Yeah, we need to figure out a way for me to do this. Let me try, because I can't hear Haps if I'm just in Clubhouse. So I hope I answered your question. I got a little derailed there.
Yeah, the fun trials of multi-platform. Okay, SwiftBeats, can you do you mind joining our broadcast here? We'd love to have you join us. This is so perhaps challenge, that'll be great to have you in, to maybe draw some more people in. We're trying to get to 250 before long here, as well as
Well, and SwiftBeats, kind of part of the problem isn't so much the device I'm using. I'm on a Mac, and I've got one headphone here connected to the Mac, so I can hear the Hap stream. But then we're also broadcasting on Clubhouse, so I've got this headset going to my phone, and Darcy's kind of got her speaker on the other device, so that you guys can pick me up in Haps. So there's a little bit of a disconnect there.
Yeah, Eddie, SwiftBeats, if you have ideas on if we are having a couple different devices, because we didn't want the echo. It's like, so we're broadcasting on my iPhone for Clubhouse at the same time as from my desktop we're going to Haps. So I've sent you an invite to join us in the broadcast. Would love for you to come on in. That would be great it sounds like you may have some ideas. And Daniel says that Google Sites is free and very easy to get started with. Of course, it's Google, so there are privacy issues for some.
Yeah, for sure. But with if you're looking to do the simple thing with WordPress, then I would recommend just getting even just a GoDaddy managed host. If you're just going to have a simple blog, just really simple. You just want to just put some articles out there and a vlog through YouTube or something, then definitely a cheap version of hosting, like with GoDaddy managed hosting, you can still end up less than $20 a month, have your domain for a year, and have a running blog. So that might work better for you if you're just looking to kind of get started with that kind of content.
Zodiac, does that help? Zodiac still muted. So speaking of muting and unmuting, SwiftBeats has recommended that Alan can unmute his mic on Haps and I can adjust his volume. So Alan, if you could try talking again.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a nice microphone when it comes to my computer, but
and we're not doing any echo here, right? Just everybody. So we're
Just that when
Everybody
I go to
on.
do Clubhouse, I'm going to have to mute Haps and then switch over to Clubhouse. So I just got to bounce between the two.
Okay, and SwiftBeat says that, yeah, and SwiftBeat says the audio is much better. I imagine that as well. If Glenn and Zodiac, if you can flash your mics, if Alan's audio is good. Alan, keep talking.
All right. Yep, we'll get this dialed in eventually.
Yeah, he just sounds. It sounds okay, but he still sounds like it doesn't sound like you do. It sounds like he's away from the mic, but we'll get it figured out.
How do I sound? I'm just broadcasting with Haps, and it's linked to other applications, but Haps is the only one I have open.
Let's see here. And SwiftBeat says if you unmute his okay, we did that. And he says the phone where you are playing the audio for Clubhouse, you can mirror your phone to desktop if you're on mic. That'll be okay. And yeah, so SwiftBeats, you're hearing Alan just fine now from him being on. That's directly through Haps. And then with okay, if I'm on my Mac, so I can mirror Clubhouse to my Mac? Is that what you're saying? I haven't done that before.
Well, Haps has it set up to where we can link other platforms like Periscope, Facebook, YouTube.
Yes,
whatever.
Clubhouse is a voice only. Okay, no, I mirror my phone to the Mac. SwiftBeats, are you available to join our broadcast to help explain this? I've sent you an invite using QuickTime Player. Okay, I have a little MacBook Air, and I'm kind of terrified that if I add one more thing, then I'll lose the broadcast here. Let's see here. I have just invited. Let's see here. Donica's joining us here. Donica, the mindfulness coach.
Hi guys.
Thank you.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome.
Good to be here. I'm so excited. Sorry, I was
Excellent.
outside.
Thank you. So yes, today, we're doing a HAPS challenge, hoping to get to 250 here quickly because we've been on for an hour and a half already. Alan, I don't know how much time you have available if you're just having fun hanging out. Stay connected and okay, SwiftBeats, thank you. SwiftBeats, if you could drop a link if you know if there's a tutorial on how to do that. Or you're welcome to message me, darceynetwork@gmail.com. But remember, the E for enthusiasm and Y for youthfulness. So DARCEY network@gmail.com. I'd super appreciate that. But right now, I have a feeling that I would need a better computer for this because I have to have like nothing else running to be able to run HAPS. From my desktop. I like not even a second HAPS window to look at the subscribers. So, but we'll look into that. Donica, welcome, welcome. Donica is a mindfulness coach in Erie, Pennsylvania. We are simultaneously broadcasting on Clubhouse as well. So we have people listening in on Clubhouse. And and we have Alan, who is a technical support. He's a techie guru on WordPress and IDX Broker. If you have any WordPress questions, he is more than happy to help answer because he probably knows the answer.
I just want to say thank you to everyone and happy Saturday. I'm here another body to share my energy and my service, what I learned from myself, my life experience, what the wisdom from others, and just to impact this world. I am more focused on healing and releasing the suffering and the pain from the people. So I have this gift of healing with my hands and feeling the people's energy through their body. So I allowed people to talk, my clients, my students, whoever works with me. to tap in and tune in into their body, so we to align and to be in the same level where they are. I feel the same thing and they do, so I guide them and direct. I work with energy, I work with meditation, affirmation, release, open the chakras and balance them. So, but first I make them comfortable to feel that we all go through this, and it's okay not to feel okay. It's okay to feel pain and suffering, but how to release is our job, to work together. And I've worked with 100 clients, kids, women, men, anything from all walk of life, and I'm very glad to help and impact somebody's life. Here where I am. If you need me, you can find me Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. I am public speaker, energy healer, life coach. I work one-on-one with a group, and I have a 7-step program, living your life vision, and loving yourself as you are.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Danica. We have, do you utilize the Clubhouse app yet?
Yes.
There's, so if you follow me on Clubhouse as well, I have different rooms daily, Monday through Saturday from 3:30 to 4 Pacific. And particularly probably of interest to you is every Saturday, I have a room on Reiki from 3:30 to 4:30. But it's Reiki and kindness on one week, and then the next week it's youthfulness and Reiki, and then it toggles back to Anne Rush. Okay, hang on just a second. Swift Beats made some comments here for following Anne Rush, great broadcaster. Cooking, baking, perhaps cooking, baking, and nature walk. Cool. Thanks, Swift Beats. I'm going to try inviting her now. It's worth a shot. But yeah, you're welcome me to join us on Saturdays. And oops, I'm trying to invite Swift Beats again here. Hold on a second. Multitasking.
Hey, Darcy, just to let you know, Alan and I have to split.
Okay.
Yes. We got to work on some stuff.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for this. It's really been a learning experience, and we hope to come back with a better room experience the next time we do it.
Yeah, it's progress every time.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Awesome. Alan, thank you so much for your WordPress support here and reaching, and you helped a tool and the others, and Zodiac Gypsy, and for Lady Boss. I'm going to stay on because I'm going to get to my 250 today.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, if you've got anybody out there who has a WordPress site that's not getting maintenance or anything like that, and you need help, feel free to reach out to me at thewpmechanic.com.
And if you want to drop that in the comments here, you can have that archived too. You know how to do that now, correct, Alan?
There we go.
There we go. Awesome. All right. Well, I am going to close down the Clubhouse room because that's, there we go. There we go.
All right. Well, you guys have a great rest of the day, and looking forward to next time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thanks for having me too.
Yeah, I'm keeping the haps open though because I'm trying to get to 250 here. So feel free to
I was in another interview as well. But if anybody has any question for healing or for self-love, of how to release anxiety or stress, I am here. I just use different techniques how to release that, from tapping and belly breathing. Whenever they want, I'm open for a few minutes. Then I'm here. I as well have my own channel at Hubs, and Bobby is my younger sister, Bobby Vickers. So she has been very persistent. Yes, she has been very persistent. You have to open. So I've been few times as a guest, but last Friday, yesterday, or Thursday, I think I opened my own show, was the very first one, and I talk about mindfulness because my practice is called Mindfulness with a Purpose. So I love to help and put my service out there.
Swift Beats, thanks for the recommendation for Anne Rush, and I'll follow her. And welcome. Oh wait, Miriam, you were here a moment ago. You're welcome back again. You just here. Are you able to come back up?
We are having some problems in here.
Let's see here.
It does help if I unmute so you guys can hear me. I'm wondering
if you were talking, then yeah, if you were talking, we did.
Yeah.
Miriam,
I wonder if she left when Daniel did.
What was that again, Christine?
I wonder if she left when the WordPress guy left. When the other guest left, I wonder if that's when she left because she thought that this was ending.
No, I don't know. Maybe they're coming in from Kazakhstan, it looks like, which is pretty awesome. I want to go there. I want to go to the mountain of heaven. I had a vision of it in a meditation and didn't know where in the world it was, because I could tell it wasn't Switzerland, but I could tell, but it didn't feel exactly like the Himalayas. I was like, where is this? And then 3 years later, I saw an image of it, just like the image that I had, but it was on like my the Momentum app, like the backgrounds. Okay, who else do y'all think may be online right now? Draw some more broadcasters in. Invite Randy. Is he okay? Cool. Thank you, Swift Beats. Swift Beats, how long have you been broadcasting? And then Randy.
I haven't seen Bobby today. She'll be good to come here.
Yeah, I invited her already. I'm 95% sure.
For a while. Good answer. Swift Beat says for a while now, as far as how long they've been broadcasting. That's a good answer.
Looks like Bobby Bicker's got a couple accounts. You know what? But I think I have a couple as well, Darcy Hall and Darcy Network. But
yeah, Bobby has one private and one for hubs.
Yeah.
Now, how did you become a HAP VIP, Swift Beats? I'm kind of curious.
So I think it's like if it's a week straight of at least 500 views in each one. I think that might be something along the lines of how you become. But I'll let Swift Beats be the I'll let Swift Beats.
You have to reach the goals on your profile.
And also views and
okay.
Lady Boss says Swift has been a superstar since the early days of Periscope.
Did you go by a different name on Periscope, Swift Beats? I'm curious because some people go by different names on different platforms. Tiger Owl is my one of my names that I use on Periscope.
Swifty says Lady Boss. No, shh, LOL.
And the answer to my question was no. Okay.
Here.
Yeah, it's going to be sad when Periscope goes away
Very
at the end of the month.
I loved Periscope, but when it got all trolly and sex
Yeah.
bot and trolls, like a lot of, I definitely wasn't on it as much.
And
Bobby
Tap seems a
Periscope.
lot better.
I know Bobby loved Periscope a lot. She was there all the time.
Swift Beats, any suggestions on getting? I'm pinging away. I'm adding in as many people as I can think of here. I'm looking on Clubhouse right now. I put in Hats.tv to see who might be more to. Let's see here, Drew. Yeah, I was hoping I'd be at the 250 by now because church just started here. Okay, so here I'm going to be continuing to be multitasking again. So I'm going to close this out of the way.
Now, the cat you're looking
Donica
at.
and Christine, I feel to. Christine, how about share a bit more about mindfulness? Some tips you have for everybody. That would be fabulous.
Some tips I have for everybody?
For Donica to share some mindfulness. But are you frozen? Nope, I see you. Okay. It's weird.
No,
I
I'm
see
not
you moving I see Donica moving in the background in like the stage, but here I'm gonna take it off for a second and bring it back again because it looked like it froze for her. Thanks, Miriam. I'd love for you to come back in if you could. Swift Beats, any recommendations?
Am I still frozen?
Yeah, I can hear you. Christine, do you hear Donica?
Yes, I do. And I see her moving a little bit there too.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it's
And right now, if you see a cat, you're fine because I flipped my camera so you can see Misty. This is one of my cats.
And Swift Beats, yeah, suggestions on increasing followership or getting more people, eyes on a live broadcast as well as getting more people into a live broadcast. Oh, Donica just dropped.
Bummer. I wonder if she was having some issues.
So here in the interim on my other phone, I'm logging into Zoom for church. Any thoughts on Twitch? Yeah, if any of you, so Christine and Donica, Swift Beats, Lady Boss, any thoughts on Twitch? I hadn't used it at all. I only got a Twitch account so I could link here in middle. I've been spending a lot of time on Clubhouse, so I haven't jumped over to dive into Twitch yet.
I don't know.
I do have Twitch. I use it to mainly watch Safari in Africa. Safari Live is what they used to call it. But I'm hoping that they hook up Twitch to Haps if they haven't already. I need to find out if that's hooked up. If so, I'll add my Twitch account to it. But when I'm watching the live Safari, I won't be broadcasting at that point, of course. And that's on twice a day on Twitch.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I've got my one ear in for church.
Yeah.
I would broadcast it, but it's in Farsi. Carry Long Live. Okay, Miriam, thank you. I would love to. I see that you're. Yeah, I already Swift. I already did invite Euro. I know Euro in person. Periscope Days. We met at Periscope Summit and Carry Long Live. Okay, and Miriam, I'd love to. Yeah, have you on sometime. Love to hear your music. Daniel says Twitch seems busy and a bit chaotic, but there are lots of people using it. Let's see here in a second.
Yeah, Twitch may be good for some things, but not good for others. We don't know how it's going to work with apps yet, as far as I know.
I'd have been happy to share it. It's just that they don't record the Zooms, so I would need to have permission of broadcasting it all per se. And I don't think a lot of people would understand the Farsi. They translate for me, but I'll probably share some of what they're sharing, like some of their thoughts. I'll wait to get to that. We're at 150, need 100 more today.
Come on, guys, let's help her get it if we can.
I'll share it. Let's try Carry Long Live. Oh, they just accidentally. Okay, they ended the broadcast by accident, I think.
I'm still here.
No. Sorry for church.
Oh, oops.
See here. Okay, Carry Long Live. Swift Beats, what do you and I was ready to say scope. What do you broadcast about? Daniel, when and how did you find okay, good, they got it back again. Hold on a second. Hang on just a second. No audio. Hi, Willie. Willie, if you're able to join us, that'd be awesome. Let's see here. I'm trying to get to. My internet connection is unstable. Okay, my internet connection is good. Creating music and making collaboration live with viewers and guests, creating 3D graphics, and also making people happy. Swift Beats, are you getting into the NFT space? Which is a new form of digital currency. With art, both by music and by visual art.
I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's so NFT and Swift Beats, are you using Clubhouse yet? I'm not sure if I'm frozen. Hello, Brenda, come on up. Let's see. Android, not iOS. If you need original background or theme music, Swift is very talented. Ah, awesome. Theme music. Okay, and let's see, I'm going to scroll back up for Swift Beats' kind recommendations of more broadcasters. Swift Beats, what time of day do you find, I'm in Pacific time, what time of day of the week do you find the most people are online and viewing? And hi, Brenda, come on up. Out of the loop. Daniel, so I'm out of invites at the moment, but so I can't right now, but just popped in. Good luck with your challenge. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate it. And so, depending on the day. And then, okay. There we go. Inviting. Swift Beats, where are you from again?
Okay, 2 a.m. my time, UK. If I'm not mistaken, if he's in the part of UK, I think he is, he's about 9 hours ahead of us. UK London. Are you guys 9 hours ahead of Pacific time? Do you know?
I know that 3 p.m. Pacific is 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time.
Well, he's in UK London, which would be England, and I think they're 9 hours ahead of us. 8 or 9. Put it this way. What time is it there now, Swift Beats? (11:13). 8 hours. They're 8 hours ahead of us.
Let's see here. I just sent the invites to the ones Swift Beats recommended. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Invite Fraser. Hey, Fraser, come join us. It's Monday morning here in Japan. Daniel's in Japan. Cool.
Here, we're still Sunday afternoon here.
Daniel's from the future.
Yeah.
Kunamoto. Okay, cool. Here comes Fraser.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
There we go. Hi.
How's it going?
Great. How are you? Yeah, but 165. If you could help me get to 250, that'd be great.
I can try. My name is unfortunately not Randy Horton. If you go in about 5 minutes, you'd have that in about literally 5 minutes. I can chuck on my Twitter. I'll switch on my Twitch, YouTube. Let's see what goes out. No, it's not. I'll do that just to see how you get anything from there. That'll do. Hello, Swifty. How you doing? Sure to. You'll probably get more people if you invite Mr. Bathurst up actually.
Oh, welcome, Michael.
Michael's yeah. You might get a lot of the the Wu following. That's not nothing. That's nothing to do with Chinese. That's something different. Just in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. But yes, Michael is always another option. I usually go on Michael's show in the morning when he does, and it can be a bit off the wall. And as Michael likes to say, sometimes the cheese slides off the cracker. So if you, so it can be one of his trusty sayings on the broadcast. But yeah, so I'm hoping he might. You're at 17. I don't know where you're at, and that's number wise. You're at
173.
Too shy, not too bad. So
yeah, we've been on for 2 hours. I had co-guest earlier, the IDX broker for WordPress support as well. I'll have WordPress in the title next time we do it because that'll. Well, we're trying a couple things. We had it simultaneously broadcasted to Clubhouse as well earlier, so that was kind of neat. And
you broadcast the Clubhouse. How'd you manage to get the RNTP or the R thingy feed or whatever it is? Or did you just
I don't know if that would work with it yet. It's a voice-only app.
Yes, I know. I was just on Clubhouse a minute ago. I just came off of the one of our room actually. So I happily recommend a room it's called Screw the Big Rooms. It's a smaller room so you can network, which is really good. It's run by a guy called Mike Armstrong and another Michael. So, but yeah, it's highly recommended for just. It means in the big rooms you tend to get quite lost, or you just more like listening to a seminar. But you can certainly. Yeah, it's great. And just a bit smaller, more interactive. So where you ladies from? I'm obviously Edinburgh, Scotland. Obviously this is you're doing your HAPS challenge. Is this your first broadcast, or have you done a few already?
This is I think my 5th one.
Fantastic.
Michael, can you join us in the broadcast as well? So come say hi. I'm Darcy Hall. I'm a digital marketer in Las Vegas, and I am building community as well on Clubhouse and here in HAPS with a bunch of things because I feel like I'm a bunch of things. I think a lot of people are more than just one thing, So I have Darcy Network for digital authenticity, relationships, Christianity, enthusiasm, and youthfulness.
Right.
Plus networking, entrepreneurship, truth, working out, organizations, Reiki, and kindness.
Wow, what kind of Christianity stuff do you do? What kind of Christianity stuff do you do?
Well, actually, ironically, I'm on Zoom on church at the moment, so I'm like, help me get to 250 quick. I didn't think it was going to take 2 hours to get.
Michael would love an invite if you're able to invite him. I go to a group on a Sunday at it's quarter past. It's just quarter past 9, just about 9 o'clock really. Let's say 19 at quarter past 9 it starts on Clubhouse called 911 Prayer Room, which is but it's actually very good, nice wee room to go to just to pray. Actually, it's really quite encouraging. You connect with some great people.
And that's on Clubhouse, or this is here on HAPS?
It's on Clubhouse. For a guy.
And that's what day and time?
It's set up every Sunday, but it's if you want to connect with me on Instagram, I can happily send you an invite. I'll send you on somehow connect with you on Club. What's your name on Clubhouse? And I can connect. Is it just
Darcy Network, the same as DARCEY Network. And I'm going to set up a club today. I know that everybody can do clubs now. I just wanted to think through a little bit of my strategy on it. I had applied previously, and there was a fewer things. I was never alive. Says hello.
What's your name under? Sorry, Darcy.
Darcy Network. DARCEY.
Yes, Networks.
Yeah. Well, Darcy Hall is my.
Okay, yeah. So if you got I think that's you there.
Okay, cool.
I think. Yeah.
You're tailor-made.
I've just sent you a follow. I've just followed you, and literally, so you'll probably see that in your notifications. My name is just under my name, Fraser Ramsey.
Okay. I have to scroll. I have to I wish they had another way that you could sort by when you started, because I'm at 2.5K people I'm following, so I've got to
Yeah.
unfollow people to be able to follow more.
Sure.
And if you scroll too fast, it blocks you from. It's like abusing the system if you scroll too fast. So it's like, oh man. So I
Well,
wish they had a way to.
Here's
Ta-da!
here's
Ta-da!
Mike. So,
The man, the dude, the legend, the myth. It's all true.
it's the man, the legend, and
Look at my hair. Isn't it beautiful?
hey, what have you done? What have you been doing?
I don't know. I think I put my finger in a light socket or something.
Possibly, yeah.
There you go. Look, you can't even see me. There you go. Here you go. I had to help you. How close are we? What's going on
We're
here?
at 181.
No problem. We can do this. We got this. We got this in the bag. We're rocking and reeling with a feeling. It's all good.
Thank
How
you.
you doing? I've watched you before. Frasier, she's a legend. You just don't know it. You're not aware. You're not aware, brother. What's going on?
So it's nice to be able to connect with somebody who does things with church like myself. And
yes, I have a room every day, Monday through Saturday at 3:30 to 4 Pacific time. I lead a room on Clubhouse on the different topics. So if you go to my Clubhouse profile and click on it, you'll see my schedule.
I love your energy, by the way. I've watched you before. I've commented in the room before. We've got some of my people in here now. Oh. Hello, woo people. Let's bring the wooers. Hello, Walt. How are you? Walt, much love. Yes. Let's follow this lovely lady. Oh, everybody, please follow this lovely lady. She's lovely. Now, Frasier, he looks like this guy was in my room this morning who was all red. Very similar. He had a very red head, and he had no energy, and he was falling asleep in my scope. Oh. Yeah, but it couldn't be, because this man is alive with potential, and, see, you must oh, what's this in the room? We got a fire. Hello, sir. Who is this gentleman? Is he an artist?
Oh, so Christine's showing...
that's my fireplace.
Yes.
That's my entertainment center.
Yes.
And I have Bob Ross on Twitch right now.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
I was ready to throw Frasier in there this morning when he was yawning. I was ready to throw him in that fireplace. I was like, just to wake him up a little bit.
Swift Feats are awesome. Thank you so much for helping here. And Desiree, welcome to the stream. Desiree's an artistic energy healer. That's amazing.
Well, I was never alive and saying, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on?
So we are in the middle of I'm Darcy Hall. I'm Darcy Network here on multiple platforms. Good building community around digital authenticity, relationships, Christianity, enthusiasm, and youthfulness.
Yes.
Networking, entrepreneurship, truth, working out, organizations, Reiki, and kindness. It's a bunch of things, but so are we. And on Clubhouse, I have rooms daily on these different topics scheduled out.
You do Reiki? Really?
I do. And on Saturdays from 3:30 to 4:30 Pacific time on Clubhouse, I have a room so every other week is Reiki and kindness. Yes. And then the Reiki room was growing so much. Now we're doing Reiki every week. And
do you know who the biggest star in this room is right now? Honestly, is Walt. Everybody follow Walt. He's one of the kindest people in the universe. Swift Beats isn't too bad either. Hi, Swift Beats. How you doing there? And Desiree is crazy accurate. If you want to get tarot, she did my reading last night to the point where it haunted me in my dreams. She even told me that Frasier would fall asleep in my scope. Yeah. This is what he was doing this morning.
No, actually, I'm thinking. Well, you must be the top of the Michael Bathurst Premiership at the moment. I must have dropped down.
And you said that's our secret. The cheese fell off the cracker. What are you talking about, man? Come on, that was just between us. So listen, if you can do any kind of healing, fix my hair. Look at this. All right. Oh my God, Helga's a powerful force.
Just a question, Darcy.
Oh, we got another healer. I love him attracting all the healers.
Yes, Helga. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. So look at that smile. There's the $1 million smile. Yeah.
Question: how do you, what kind of Christian, what church do you go to? I was just trying to confuse. You don't really usually see somebody does Reiki and involved in Christianity at the same time. Just a
You know,
random.
I'm hearing that a bit this past week. I've heard people that are confused with that, but what's interesting, a lot of people do believe that the miracles that Jesus performed were Reiki. Reiki predates Christianity. Reiki's been around for over 10,000 years.
Fraser has been very judgmental today. Don't take it personal.
I'm not.
He's just being very judgmental. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
He's having a bad hair day.
He's having a no hair day. Listen, if you want to impress me with Reiki, let some hair grow up there like a Gia Pet and we'll be rocking.
A genuine question. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Helga, something's wrong with Fraser. I think someone dropped him on his head. He's been very judgmental today. He's judging everything. He's judging Reiki. He's judging this. What are we at? 219. We're getting there. See, this is all you need. A little crazy, and they're all here.
I was never alive. Says, "Hey Desiree, winky face."
Michael's been sniffing some.
Hey, listen, he's forming lies again. Heal him.
Multitasking women are good at that, unlike us guys. That's funny. Thanks, Walt. And Helga, welcome.
Yeah.
Helga, where are you based?
Have you invited Walt yet?
What was that?
Again? Have you invited Walt yet?
Yeah, you gotta invite Walt. Get rid of Fraser and put Walt in. That's what I do. I dump his negative butt and
He invited Walt, but he says he's going to bed. He's in bed.
Walt, come on. This is a good cause, Walt. What are you doing, man? You're the saver of planets. Come on, you're like Superman. Like, just because Fraser's kryptonite doesn't mean you can't help. Come on.
Hey, well, I think Michael's been sniffing the talcum powder, mate. That's what's been going on. He's been snorting it.
We'll play it for like 1 minute. 1 minute.
Walt says, I'm in bed. Early start.
Don't worry. Just.
I'm in an early bed. Oh, he's probably with his lady. Like, we better be good. Are you with your lady? All right, I get it. I got it. You know,
we don't mean to make the stream. We don't mean to make the stream X-rated. No worries.
I didn't say anything. I just said he was with his lady.
Okay, so I was never live. I guys in like a group or something, and why to keep joining? I'm so confused. Okay, so I was never live. So I'm participating in the HAPS challenge. HAPS.tv is a platform that broadcasts simultaneously to multiple platforms. You can go to haps.tv/invite.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the comment he left. You got to read that comment. See his comment? You read it? You read it?
Oh, Walt's in the doghouse. Okay. I was never live. HAPS is it's a free platform that you can run on your desktop or Android or iOS phone. They do have an app, and you can simultaneously broadcast to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch.
Yes.
Not Instagram yet, but YouTube, Periscope for a few more days, and even connecting Reddit and other RMTP. I don't know if I said those letters right, but in any event, you can connect multiple platforms to broadcast to simultaneously. And the HAPS challenge started in January.
Yes.
If we broadcast for at least 10 minutes and get at least 250 views in that live broadcast each week for 8 weeks, we get $50. But it's less about the money. It's more about building community, getting to get familiar with the platform, and getting to know more people on the platform.
I thought it was $5,000. Oh, this is completely went.
Maybe if you're VIP, maybe
$5,000. I thought didn't you, Helga? $5,000 for sure. $5,000, easy. Yeah, easy peasy. You know, I pay Fraser $50 just to come on. There you go. You know, it's unbelievable.
Funny enough, I've not seen that $50 for a while.
It's
lost in the mail.
It's lost in the mail. Yes, you know me well, my friend. You know me well. There you go.
So I was never live.
So Darcy, I would love for you to go on my morning show one morning. Just you and I will have a nice spiritual talk. I won't even let Fraser in. I'll let Helga in because she's peaceful, and maybe, you know, Desiree, but that Fraser guy, you can't let him in. He just elevates the room. Next thing you know, he's making fun of people about their Reiki. Can I tell you a quick story about Reiki? This is a true story.
Michael,
Listen, don't be hating on my hair. You just leave it be.
Hey,
Okay,
you know what, Michael? I love the hair. It's staying with authenticity, right?
Oh, it's got. I think it's got static. Maybe that. Yeah, it looks like I put my finger in the plug. But so I would love to have you on in the morning. I would love to have a very deep conversation. Oh, 222. Look at that. Helga, anybody want to run into what 222 is? Go for it.
222.
Wait, quick question, Michael. What time in which time zone for your morning?
Eastern. But I'd be willing to have a show anytime, just you and I, for the challenge, whatever you want. Okay. And if we do it right, we'll get, you know, what you got to do is you got to get Randy on here, and you got to get Walt. If Walt was in here 4 seconds, we'd have 500 people. But that's just cool. Walt. But see, this is what happens when you have separate rooms, right? Very judgmental tonight. I would agree, Walt.
See, if you stand out your bed and pretend you're going to the toilet, stand in your toilet, and don't have to have it come on camera. You just need to come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna you guys get to hear music from my church. Hang on. Do I have the volume? Oh, it's probably not coming through very well.
What kind of church do you go to?
It's in Farsi.
That Facebook user, I suggest you get onto Haps. For some reason, Facebook is still having you show up as Facebook user, so we don't know who you are.
Okay, and Leslie wants to ask Darcy something. So,
what kind of church you go to?
Yeah, and I want to acknowledge we have Desiree and Helga on here as well. We haven't heard you guys speak. I know that the guys, just like on Clubhouse, where the guys seem to take over the conversation.
Michael, blame Bathurst. That's him. You said invite Bathurst? Swifty, you're getting in trouble now.
Here, Helga, are you a Reiki practitioner as well?
Helga likes hands. Helga.
I'm just Helga.
What was that again?
I'm just Helga.
Okay.
Just Helga. She's just Helga.
And Helga, where are you based?
I'm in the Netherlands.
Oh, awesome. Next Saturday, 3:30 to 4 p.m. Pacific, which I think is 12:30 Netherlands time. Tim Vandervliet is, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a yoga instructor and a Wim Hof breath instructor.
Wim Hof, I know, yes.
He's going to be, so Tim's going to be my key guest panelist on Clubhouse in my Youthfulness and Reiki room from 3:30 to 4:30 Pacific this coming Saturday.
Okay.
You have to be a boss, Darcy. Thanks, Walt. Here, I'm multitasking galore here because I've got y'all here and I'm reading the comments and I'm listening to my church too.
So Michael, you need to take some hints and tips of this lady. She's doing 3 things at once. You can't read the ruddy comments. In your broadcast. You're like, Michael's focus here. Yeah, hello. 3 years later, you'll get to the comments.
Hang on just a second, everybody. I want to give Desiree a chance to explain what an artistic energy healer is.
So I've been into Reiki since 2017. I have my master's with it, and I've been doing Reiki for a long time now, since 2017. And I'm into Qigong too now, and it's really helped me in my life. But now, since I was a young girl, I have taken artwork and been able to transform the artwork through the energy healing, such as colors like chakras and stuff like that. So it's like transitioning those emotions or feelings into the artwork and being able to heal with certain aspects or triggers that come up with the artwork. So I do all the above with every single aspect of holistic healing, between oils to Reiki to card readings to galactic encodement, astral realm projection. You know what I mean? All the above. So I'm really happy to meet like-minded people such as yourself, Darcy, and Helga, my spirit sister. So, and Michael and everybody else is here. So it's a pleasure.
We love Desiree. She's wonderful. She is like the polar opposite of Frasier. And I just feel like I've been misunderstood in this. You know, I am just a beautiful, quiet being, very reserved. You know, you just ask Helga. I love when she looks at me that way. She's like, "What? What? Yeah. Listen, we're close. We need 15.
I'm going to share church here a second. She's speaking in English for a moment. Oh, no, she went back to Farsi. Oh, wait, here you go. Okay, she's doing both.
So let's do it. Amen.
I like this song. Okay, it's a little loud. I see Fraser's face just cringed. Yeah, let me.
Honestly, what type of church is that?
What kind of church is that?
It's the Iranian Baptist Church of Las Vegas. And
Iranian. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Iranian.
Yeah. I think if I had a church, it'd be similar. It'd be loud and crazy. There'd be a lot of celebration.
There's singing and, you know, it's not like, I don't know, it's fun singing. It's fun.
They were singing. Okay.
Frasier, you are on the judgmental path today.
I'm just asking.
I think you need some healing, Frasier. I think that's what you need. Oh, look, guys, we need four more. Four more, we did it.
No, it's only at 2:38. I need 12 more. It goes by the Hello, Sid from Bangor, Maine. Sid Snow.
Hi, Sid. How are you? Good to see you, Sid.
Mr. Snow.
Okay, Frasier says, I think there is more to the story than a finger in the light sucker with the hair. Oh.
This is what you get for being kind and coming in unprepped. This is, you know.
So
this is what you get.
Here.
I did it for you, Darcy. I didn't do it for Frasier. I did it for you. I'm a huge fan. I don't even know who that guy is. He was sleeping in my scope this morning. He was grumpy. He's judgmenting your. I don't even know what judgmenting is. I think
is there a particular aspect that you focus most in, and clients? Do you have a particular niche that you? Oh, lobstering boat, prepping basil butter and truffle tuna. Oh my gosh, Sid, you're making me so hungry.
2:47.
2:49.
2:47.
Wow.
Dun. My job is done. I wish you well.
Michael, I did want to ask, so is there a particular social media platform that you or technique or something that you focus on primarily?
Looniness and good feelings. All you have to have is Frasier in if he's in a good mood. Today, unfortunately, this is his brother, Deja, which is not the nicest man. Frasier's nice. Deja is kind of, judgmental. Not in Reiki. Deja is just hello, sir. You're clearly not Frasier. You're Deja. Stop it.
If the cheese falls off the crack,
you are nowhere near as good looking as Frasier. How dare you be on here? Stop it. Thank you. We got to 250. My job is done. We wish you well. I hope to see you in my cast real soon. Thank you so much.
time? You said in the morning, but what? I didn't hear. Oh, he left.
Take it easy.
Does anybody know what time he typically does his show?
He does his show 6:30 in the morning Eastern time, which is
Oh.
11:30 for UK.
It's 3:30 in the morning my time, so maybe those
Yes.
nights like last night that I'm out late, maybe I'll pop in.
Yes, maybe you can try that. But anyway, I'll well, you've got your numbers. That's you sorted. I think.
And Desi, let's see here. There was a
251.
comment in
You're
there.
ready to rock and roll.
Desi from Facebook. She's at work and
Walt can go back.
doesn't have a
Walt can go
chance
back to
to
his wife.
log in, so she wanted to say hello to everybody. Walt, thank you for joining us, even from from your pre-slumber time.
He can go back to bed with his wife now, and we're just going to go to bed. Take it easy, okay? Might see you in Clubhouse, okay?
Yeah. Everybody's welcome to follow me on Clubhouse, Darcy Network, just like here on Haps, and rooms daily 3:30 to 4 Pacific on digital authenticity, relationships, Christianity, enthusiasm, and youthfulness, plus networking, entrepreneurship, truth, working out, organizations, Reiki, and kindness. It's a bunch of things. So are we. Find me on Clubhouse. I'll have you in on as a panelist. I definitely welcome Desiree and Helga as fellow healers to join on Saturdays from 3:30 to 4:30. We do have a longer room, so it's less rushed. If you did look at the title today, Haps Challenge IDX Broker Support After Hours, I did have a guest earlier who is an IDX broker expert and WordPress expert that we were giving free advice to if anyone needed support. And we're going to be setting up rooms. We're going to figure out this technology stuff so that we can have it going. I want to thank Swift Beats for helping encourage some people to get into the broadcast here, and all of you, Christine, for hanging out for so long and being helping keep me company, that I wasn't just talking to myself. And Desiree,
yeah, it's like to talk to yourself.
Yeah, and I was never live on Twitch. You can download haps.tv to be able to broadcast to multiple places simultaneously and invite other Haps users to come into the broadcast and share. You are able to share images. Like there we go. I can make make a picture of the primary. I'm just kind of mixing things around here. Let me get rid of the image. Oh, that's right. There's a slight delay there. Wait, let me get you guys back. I think I overclicked. Maybe I'm making my computer run a little slow. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Let me just double check the comments here. Oh, Yassine! Hey, I was hoping to get you in here earlier. I'm gonna wrap up because I've got Walt's got to sleep. I've got to go to church. And why is everybody so crazy? It's almost like FaceTime wasn't a thing. Yeah. It's everything's. What's going on? Wait, what's going on? So yeah. So today again, it was the Haps Challenge I'm participating in. The goal of live streaming every. Bye, Sid. Thanks for joining. So live streaming on and broadcasting weekly for at least 10 minutes, and we're getting at least 250 views across platforms. I'm 19, by the way. Well, here, I'm going to drop a link in here. You can haps.tv/invite at Darcy. Oops. Helps if I spell right. There you go. So I was never live. You're welcome to go to haps.tv/invite/ @Darcy Network. You'll get 100 coins that you can tip people with as well when you're in broadcast. I'm not a scammer. You can go to haps.tv, check it out. You don't have to use my link. And it's just a way of being able to broadcast to multiple places simultaneously and bring in other broadcasters to collaborate. So, all right,
Try
everybody.
here on my
Thank you
Twitch.
so much for helping me get to 250. I really appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And, Desiree and Elsa, yeah, if you're on Clubhouse, we'll definitely love to have you help do some healing, the meditation one. Oh, there's some feedback coming from somewhere. So, all right, everybody. Thank you, and see y'all soon.
Talk to you later, Darcy. Thanks for the invite.
And feel free to ping me if you guys are needing to get to your 250 for the HAPS challenge. Thank you.
Much love. Many blessings.
Much love.